All right, hello, and welcome to One Message in a Bottle Tarot. My name is One, and I am your spiritual advisor. Hello, and welcome back to all my beautiful messengers all around the world in your respective places. I appreciate and love you so very much for every single thing that you do. Number one, being a subscriber, liking my videos, sharing my content, connecting with me in the comments because I do love to hear from you. All the love you guys offer through your tips, donations, signing up to VIP, very much appreciated. If you're new here, you're more than welcome to stay and join our psychic family. I would definitely love to have you here. So make sure you lock in and subscribe, hit the notification bell so you don't miss when I upload or go live. And also make sure you like this video. All right. Liking the video helps to promote my work in the algorithm. So you get to watch it and everybody else does. All right. Now, that being said, when you're done with all that, definitely meet us up where the party is at in VIP Patreon. Okay. That is where I post my most exclusive psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everyone wants the tea about. All right. I do not post it on YouTube, it's only in VIP. There is a menu. Feel free to scroll and treat yourself. Of course, I promote the all access tier, all right, in VIP. That gives you access to all of my psychic readings on all of my YouTube channels, in addition to all of the readings that I post exclusively in VIP. In addition, VIP is the only place where you can get my prediction receipts. All right. So that means when I do psychic readings and I make world predictions, I get confirmations in real time, in real life. Those receipts are posted in VIP. So there's so much value. Of course, if you want a personal, you can reach out to me directly through email or VIP. Mini reads are $50 and such and so on. That being said, all right, let's get to our latest topic. Oh, and stay glued to the community board because that is where I post updates on what goes live in VIP. All right. All right. So you see the title, so much going on. I was mentioning to a few folks in my VIP readings that um before I took ill, I did those 3 weekly wake up calls, and there was a common theme in just like basically poor uh behavior, if that's putting it mildly. Okay, shocking behavior by masculine energy. I can't call them divine because everything that has come out has just been atrocious, right? We've had some really atrocious things come to light in the press about certain individuals, all right? And so much that I can't even count, but we're definitely going to get to it all, okay, here on the channel and in VIP. So this with Shannon Sharpe coming out, being exposed, okay? I said somebody was going to get exposed for some inappropriate behavior that would not look good at work or not look good for their position. Somebody just doing too much and not looking at the cost that is going, the totality of the cost that this behavior is going to cost them. Okay. So we have Shannon Sharpe, who has been exposed. He's being sued by a young lady. I believe she was 19 when they started uh, whatever. Okay. Schlepping. I'll put that schlepping. And I think she's like 20. She's still a young white woman. Shannon is in his 50s. He has the podcast. I can't even think of it. Shannon Sharpe Show, whatever. Okay. It's signed I believe, like $100 million contract, and 2 minutes later, this lawsuit comes out for half of that contract, $50 million. Somebody definitely played their cards right and sat and waited, okay, and was like, yeah, now she is accusing Shannon Sharpe of sexual assault, rape, among other things. Okay, she released an audio of him just talking crazy, saying all kinds of things, suggesting or insinuating some type of violence, race play, which has been the hot topic of discussion here about black babies and thick black cream and big black guy and young white girl and choking and back. Okay, just a lot. All right, here. So the question is, everybody's like, okay, now he has taken a step back. He said he stepped down from, I guess, his role at ESPN. Other people were saying they asked him to step down. The question is, how will this all play out? Will it result in him getting fired? All right, for just doing too much. And again, them snow bunnies. Okay, baby, they get you in trouble every time. So many receipts have come out. Cat Williams tried to warn him. Like, listen, Monique tried to warn him. Like, go ahead and get you a sister. I believe at one time he was like, nah, I ain't dealing with sisters, and I'm a date within my wage. I guess his wage means underage. Okay, allegedly, apparently, right? But his friends told him, like, no, get you a good woman, settle down. He's like, no, I ain't gonna do that. Cat Williams was like, I'm scared of white women because, they have a record of 48 hours destroying whole careers, legacy, everything. And baby, we're right on track. We're right on trajectory. Okay. Now, there's supposed to be some type of tape that Shannon appears to be definitely afraid of being released. All right. Some audio has been leaked. Shannon then leaked text messages, I guess, trying to make the accuser look bad. It backfired. It only made him look even more crazier. Okay, like, sir, why did you do that? Okay, like, so we're the slave and the master. Like, is King Kong and the damsel. Like, what are we doing here? You're a grown ass man. This is a child. All right, so the text messages didn't help. She leaked the audio, and he's afraid of this video. Now, some have said that whatever that some have viewed this video, and what's on the video is apparently so violent and so atrocious. Like, it's career reputation. Like, there's no coming back if this video gets leaked. Now, the accuser said that he tried to pay her like 10 million or whatever. He minimized it and was like, yeah, I tried to pay you that, because I didn't want details of my sex life out, not because, I assaulted you. This is a shakedown or whatever. Now, since I guess industry have passed around, I guess, clips or whatever of this tape, apparently he upped it and tried to give 20 million instead of the okay. So listen, you just, the bad part about this is to even offer somebody $10 million. That's a lot of money. Okay, that's a lot of money. It's suggesting that whatever that he's trying to hide is horrific. All right. The last 24 hours, they said he's now offered $20 million to settle and to make it all go away. They're still going to court. So we believe it's bad. Let's get into it. All right. For those of you that didn't know the backstory. Now I'm going to pull out my archetype here because the big thing is, I believe Shannon is divorced. He got some kids or whatever. He grown as hell. All right. Has been a catch, or what women would kind of consider a catch. Now, interestingly enough, while I'm getting oracle energies around his character and morality, there were some rumors, okay, that he maybe played for the other team, okay. He didn't had like several scandals, right? He had this scandal where he left the Instagram live going, and he was, banging the headboard with somebody in the background. Oh, daddy, this and this and this and all of this, right? And some were saying, well, that was a play to uh, to quiet the rumors about him basically being undercover or down low. There were rumors that apparently, he was supposed to be with his stylist or some male stylist or whatever that was showing up with him publicly. Okay. Now some would say again that this could be part of that. Again, we don't know. We're about to find out. Okay. Apparently, Uncle got problems. So we have Prince, all right, here as the first oracle. All right. Again, yeah, this is undercover. Fool, storyteller, father figure, advocate, student, liberator, mentor, miser, lover. You know what? Listen, I always get the same thing when it comes to these dynamics of these powerful men and these young girls who are right out of high school, going into college, damsel in distress, don't have a lot of money, don't have a lot of options. Let's keep this on the low, having them do all kind of things. Yeah, I sympathize with you, becoming like a father figure. I'm here for you. You need help with this and you need help with that. Yeah, I can do that. I can pull some strings. I can make some things happen for you. Oh, that's a messed up situation you got there. Let me help you. Let me guide you. Let me mentor you out of that, while at the same time using, abusing, and having these young women service their kinks and addictions with addict, lover, and miser. Okay, here. It looks like the young lady said, enough is enough. Okay, I'm not going to be doing that anymore. I don't want to do the race play. I don't want to do the slave play. Okay, here. And I'm not your slave. I don't care about how much money you have. I'm not going to do it anymore. That's what it seems for all intents and purposes, right? He's trying to paint her out to some type of trickster while still, maintaining that, I'm your uncle, I'm the hero, everybody knows me. I wouldn't do anything like this, when in actuality, these are the types that these powerful men seek out: young, vulnerable women. The younger, the more virginal, the better, with this virgin and destroyer, okay? Saying, hey, I can heal you, I can save you. But what are you also willing to do to get what you need? All right. And then here we are, all right, in this situation. This prince energy also gives me someone who claims to be, again, knight in shining armor, savior, but an Indian giver type of deal, where someone purposely withholds affections, or withholds giving you your flowers, so to speak. Okay, this prince card always gives me an energy of expectancy. All right, these grown men promise these young women, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, I'm going to get this. And while they may, all right, there is always a catch. There is always a trick up their sleeve. There is always kind of a fingers crossed type of energy. Give me Shannon Sharpe's, okay, character energy. Okay, artist is really giving me this molding type of energy. That's why men his age don't want to deal with anybody grown, okay? Because a grown woman would call them out on their bullshit behavior. They mold them, all right? And then when they don't behave, all right, they destroy them, right? The molding is done through the destruction of these young women's confidence, okay? You don't know what you're doing, X, Y, and Z. I have to tell you what to do. I'm daddy, I'm big daddy, X, Y, and Z, all while playing the hero, okay? All while playing God, all right? Here, that's where the buck stops, all right? Oh, and I'm doing this because you don't know better. I'm here for you. I'm advocating. I'm here to teach you. You need to listen. I am your father. All right. And also, don't tell nobody, right? Because if you tell somebody, I'm going to tell everybody that you're a whore, you're going to look like a fool, and nobody is going to believe you, right? And so, with this cycle of abuse, they get them addicted, all right? And they make them believe through this type of sadistic BDSM brainwashing that they are their liberator, that they are their savior, all right? Now, let me get the energy oracles for the young lady, and then we're going to get into the energy surrounding what is on this tape, and is he going to get fired? It's looking like it. All right, here. I remember Friday's wake up call, and maybe this is very much the energy I was channeling of somebody really minimizing the impact of how messy a situation is. Okay, here I just see a lot of CEOs and a lot of powerful men, or people in powerful places, that are really like underestimating the underdog, and it's going to backfire and rear its ugly head. Give me the oracle energy, the character and moral integrity of the accuser. All right. So we have networker. All right. This is kind of looking like somebody looking for work, almost like somebody that puts out 1,000 applications, somebody that's struggling, somebody that's trying to be out there. We have warrior on the bottom of the deck. Okay. Kind of get it out of the mud, sink or swim. I don't know where she's from, her background, if her family is well off or not. This would suggest to me if her family is not well off, maybe she grew up in the Hicks or the trailer or wherever she came from. This gives me the energy of a young woman that's like, I'm going to fight and I'm going to make, you know what I mean? I'm going to do whatever I need to do. So I heard I don't get stuck. I don't want to get stuck. All right. This could be from a mother wound or a father wound or a father wound, watching someone in her family, witnessing someone in her family, uh, kind of getting stuck or being stuck in a situation and really having no way out. And her saying, I'm going to do whatever I have to do to not be like that. Okay. Here. All right. We also have this hermit's energy and this guide. All right. So the relationship again on the down low with this hermit, when you go into hermit, it's kind of like secrecy, but also when you take a hiatus for spiritual enlightenment. This leads me to believe she really didn't tell anybody what she was doing, what she had going on. Maybe she, had this and that. People are like, how are you making this happen? How are you paying for this and that? Her not telling anybody, but being guided or seeing him as a guide, seeing him as a tutor. All right. But underneath all of that, feeling incredibly bullied. All right. Bullied, and it comes up again. Bullied, slave, and thief. Okay, here. It's almost like this gaslighting energy because slave and thief also came up on his end. So it's kind of like somebody projecting the energy that they're subjecting you to, and saying that it's you when it's really the opposite. Okay. So while there was slave play and race play, it makes me to believe that this was a request, right? You do this for me, and I'm going to teach you. I'm going to guide you. I'm going to show you. I'm going to give you all of these things. I'm going to help you be a boss. I'm going to help you overcome that fucked up childhood, that fucked up situation. I got plugs. I got connections. I'm going to put your resume or put a word in. You're going to get all of this if you do X, Y, and Z. But the thief says that there was some part of the bargain that he did not fulfill. All right. This bully and slave shows me that she went through a method of something so humiliating, right? It's like, I don't want to do this, but I'm kind of in a rock in the hard place. And he's like, if you do this, I'm going to give you X, Y, and Z. This thief shows me that he reneged and maybe even used her emotions or her feelings, her youth, her immaturity against her. That's where this lawsuit comes from, okay, here. And also the fact of him playing God in her life, him pretending to advocate for her. But I get the energy, yeah, child wounded. She felt used after the fact. I feel like this is a moment where I put it to the equivalent of, when I was young in high school, right? Didn't matter, freshman, sophomore, junior, you get out of school and you see the older guys with the fast cars, they're flashing their jewelry and all that. Hey, little mama, how you doing? You need a ride home? You need all that? What's up, little mama? And you're going with this guy and you're thinking like, oh my God, this is so amazing. This older guy with all this money, this attractive car, he's into me. No, bitch, he's a molester. He's grooming you. He's a predator. I feel like she woke up and realized, okay, oh, he's not a liberator. He's here to kind of use me. Here it is again, a servant, a slave. Okay. Like, no, he's not here to help me. He's here to use me. All right. Uh, Listen, it is strong BDSM energy with this king, this slave, bullying. It's giving degrading. Addict keeps coming up. So
there may be something about either there's some type of weird kink or sex addiction, probably drug addiction, allegedly, apparently, all right? Or maybe if she had some type of addiction and using that to kind of control or kind of coerce her is what I am giving, okay? We have visionary, alchemist, and it's kind of giving me the energy, yeah, damsel. I wanted more for myself. She didn't kind of see herself, and yeah, I kind of heard like, how did I end up in this position? How did I even get here? This is not what I really wanted. Feeling duped, all right? And now here is where that lawsuit, comes in. A damsel, her seeing herself as a victim because he approached her, allegedly, apparently, Shannon Sharpe approached her again using her trauma wounds, childhood wounds. I'm a father. I'm going to mentor you. I'm going to protect you. I'm going to liberate you. I'm going to save you. I'm going to be your hero. I'm going to rescue. All of this, but not. All right. It was very nice. So it was very much. It's very much giving a sex slave here. Okay. So let's get the energy around. Now he put out the statement and he said, yeah, I'm stepping back from ESPN, but I'll be back for the NFL season. Okay, very confident, very whatever. How you gonna tell somebody when you coming back? Okay. I don't know. That rung off kind of very much something to me. It left a bad taste in my mouth. So I would imagine that the powers that be, unless he has leverage on somebody in the office, okay, are kind of looking at him crazy, like, how you gonna tell me what you finna do? Um, Here, I don't know. He's very, very confident considering. I just feel like once we get to this other deck, homegirl might have him by the balls. Okay, here, but let's look at the energy around um his contracts and such. All right, here. Give me the energy around his contracts, sponsorships, his money, Shannon Sharpe, his deals, future. The podcast, he probably is good because no tea, no shade. Black people love to support abusers. Okay, they'd be like, oh, well, he learned his lesson. They're trying to take down a black man, so he's probably good on his podcast. But let's look at the corporate end. Yeah, snatch. Now, listen, let me stop you there. Okay, she is accusing him of rape. Okay, she is outright accusing him of rape. And if this is the first card being snatched, uh, that's pretty much okay. He is giving very much he did that shit. Okay, allegedly, apparently. Again, there is something about addiction here. I feel like there are receipts upon receipts upon receipts upon receipts. Um, people like to film their dirt and their deeds, especially if they feel like they have somebody under control. It's never going to get out. All right. You get comfortable, you filming on your phone at first. Now she's filming on her phone or whatever. Yeah, let me get that tape already. There are receipts. Snatch. Again, what is this? When you snatch something, when you take something, that's a violent energy. So that is leading me to believe that whatever is on that tape, it's not kind. Okay. But bully keeps coming out. It's giving me a very aggressive energy. Also, in the hood, so to speak, a woman's vagina is called a snatch. So it's giving snatch. He snatched the snatched. Okay. Here, thief. Thank you, Holy Spirit. So they're bringing me back to the oracle energy of the thief. All right. It's when you take something, when you steal something. She put out that audio saying no is no. So it is further confirmation for me. Okay, here that is not looking good. It's kind of looking like he may have did that shit. Okay. Here. All right. And maybe even something could be leaked since I'm asking about his deals, his sponsorship, ESPN, which with this snatched. Okay, you snatch something, karma says we snatch something back, right? That is the rules and the laws of karma. You take something, something is going to be taken for you. So maybe deals, sponsorships, or whatever he has going on. It's looking like they will be snatched. Okay, a strong possibility of that. Okay, yeah, irritable bowels. Again, she has a lot of receipts. Okay, whatever is on these receipts are something that I now it's so funny because I remember this same energy around when I did the reading for Matt Geets or whatever his name is. And I said, and it was the same type of, okay, it's like the same pattern with these type of men. And I said, whatever the victim has, and when these people read whatever was done, it is so horrific. It is so stomach turning. It's like you see something, you watch something, and then you immediately lean to the side and you throw up. Okay, that's disturbing. Thank you. Whatever she has, these receipts, it's disturbing. Okay, and when they reach, okay, the insiders, I feel like there's some type of internal investigation possibly going on to anybody he is getting paid or has deals, sponsorships, ESPN. They're doing their own separate internal. What do you got? What do you have? Or whatever. When they get this, okay, it's going to be so disturbing that it's like, yeah, we can't be a part of that. Unless the only way he keeps his job is if he has something as equally more damaging and leverage, like over a owner or something like that. This is the only way he keeps his job, as leverage on somebody, a power that be. Okay, where it's just like, where am I going? Okay. Um. Yeah. Okay. This is okay. Someone also believes resting douche face. Okay, and it's giving me the energy again. The ego. He's trying to play. He's trying to walk this fine line from ego to humility. And again, that comment of, I'm going to step back, but I'll be back. Someone is not taking that very well. I feel like he already has enemies at ESPN. All right, here, and someone is already advocating like we'd be out of our minds. We'd be stupid. Let's get away from this right now. We can't take him back. Like it'd be stupid. All right, here. Okay. um it just seems like some type of I feel like this turns into kind of like a dick measuring contest or a pissing contest. All right, I feel strongly, I don't know who it is, but I feel like there is an enemy, or he has an open enemy in ESPN. Somebody that strongly, or wherever else he has his deals, there is somebody that wants to humble him and is dead set on humbling him. Okay, while kind of remaining hidden in the background. But yes, all right. Here. Yeah, this is bad. All right. Um there's no way to really cover this up. This is really really bad. I feel like someone has already, okay, received some type of intel or information, and they're already campaigning to like fire him wholly and completely. Let's go to the tarot, and then we're going to close this out on what is in that tape, okay, that he is so afraid of. Yeah, people are already arguing again. Like, what if this was my daughter? What if this was, this could be my child? This They see this young woman, even though, again, she's not, innocent by any means. All right, if you, that's the point of getting somebody when they're 18 and 19, because they are groomed into these beta kitten, sex kitten type of identities, right? It's like a brainwashing, so to speak. So yes, I'm aware of all of the online, and well, she's OnlyFans, or I get all of that. But again, when you get somebody who's desperate coming out of a situation, their brain is not developed. This is grooming, and all of the cards that I pulled show a grooming, being groomed into this sex kitten. So even with, the brightest lawyer is going to be able to tear that down and say this is manipulation. This is a grown ass man who's old enough to be her father, who manipulated a woman who had these bright dreams and she wanted to be X, Y, and Z, and he turned her into a BDSM sex worker or something like that. However they met or whatever was going on. Okay, here, yeah, lovers, and again, there's this energy of I feel like something about him playing for both teams, all right, or a kink to where he was this aggressive because allegedly, apparently, he was trying to hide the fact that he may be on the down low. Okay, here I see the 2 of Wands. All right, moving forward, 5 of Wands. Him trying to fight that. This is too far gone with the will, the contract card, the 3 of Swords, okay, here, and just okay. I don't see, I don't see this ending well at all. Them, I see him trying to move forward. It's all coming out. It's kind of like it's giving me the energy of like a slinky. You know, when you open the top and it just all comes pouring out. All right, this is just the beginning. Closing this out, what is on this tape, all right, that he's afraid of? He went from 10 million to 20 million, okay? What is on this tape, Shannon Sharpe and his accuser? What is on this tape? Allegedly, yeah, man, listen. I don't even need to go further. I don't even need to go further. My God, my God. Sin, bad, commit commandments wrong. This is whatever, it's vulgar, it's unholy. That's crazy. Do you see how big this fucking stack is? And for that, for it to come like a sin, a violation, something so holy, unholy. Again, I keep getting an image of somebody seeing something, watching something, maybe watching this video, and then immediately turning to the side and just vomiting or throwing up and saying, my God, or being disturbing, like, my God, how horrific, and just not being able to kind of go on from there. So for sin to represent, that's very strong for the overall energy of whatever is on this tape. And then he's talking about releasing the whole 10 minutes. Like, are you crazy? All right. No, obviously we need to see whatever the lawyers have, this 2 minutes or 3 minutes or whatever. He know how fucked up it is. Okay. How is releasing the whole tape going to help that? All right. What is Shannon afraid of coming out on this tape? All right. Expose it. So fraud and rumor, okay, fake identity still, and there's something about theft, rumor, gossip, spread. Man, listen, okay. I feel like he had this young lady doing all kind of stuff. And again, there is this theft, which is suggesting if she's saying he took it, and if she's saying she told him no and he took it anyway, this is an entirely different deck that is saying he took, allegedly, apparently, all signs are pointing towards he took it. All right. Here. All right. Possibly. Oh, Lord Jesus. Okay. Um, he may have subjected her to behavior in front of other people. He may have had her, and this is as delicately as I can say it, tossing salad. Okay, his though, okay, like literally treating her like shit. You hear rumors of, these Instagram models, they go over in Dubai and they act like they're living this big life or whatever, but in the underbelly, they're like getting pissed on and shitting on and all. That's what this is giving, okay? Some really hardcore, really up stuff. Escort. Again, this is okay. Like maybe he loaned her out. Yeah, pimped her out with this hustler energy. One, okay, this could be very allegedly, apparently, this does not look good. Okay. it does not, it does not look good. Okay, getting these young women, and then you train them up, and then you loan them out, to your friends, or you say, hey, this is, I know this person, I know that may be part of the networking card. All right, where he meets her, however he meets her, and then grooms her and shapes her and forms her, and it's just like, okay, yeah, here's this opportunity. Yeah, I got an opportunity. Go see such and such. Okay, oh Lord, I listen. Okay, this is all I need to know. A sin, okay, here, and maybe that's where the theft is. I want half. She wants $50 million. Now I know Busby could have something to do with it, but again, whatever is on this tape is so diabolical that she just may get it. He went from 10 to 20 million. All right, I don't see him coming out of this favorable at all. Like I said, he may still have his podcast because, unfortunately, black women love to support, abusers, or the men are going to rally. But all that other stuff, I doubt it. If these receipts come out, hell no. He's done. He's finished. Uh, period. Okay. Yes, King of Wands with this death card. Uh, the death, his overall energy. Okay, death card and the devil, they called it a sin. Whatever he did to this young lady, whatever she has the video visual of, it was absolutely demonic. He's done. All right, that is my psychic opinion. We will see. All right, he gonna need a miracle, or again, a dirt on somebody higher up. That's the only thing that's gonna save him, baby. So if he get up out of this, then just know that's what it is. Okay, here, y'all let me know, of course, what you think down in the comments. All right, if you're new, make sure you subscribe, like the video, of course, and then definitely meet us over in VIP for my most exclusive psychic readings on breaking news and trending topics that everyone wants to know about. I always post in the community board and leave snippets on what goes live in VIP. If you need a personal reading, definitely reach out to me through email or VIP. I will see you for the next one. Thank you so much, guys, for all of your love and support. All right, during my downtime, I appreciate you. Girl, they said he was demonic. What the hell?